Please make sure you are ready with your Google Colab notebook. Okay. So in previous class, we have already seen how to use fundamental data type. For example, int, float, complex, boolean, string, none. We just give a very introduction about fundamental data type and how to use it. Okay. And now today we are going to start derived data type. So in case of fundamental, we used to deal with single data. For example, A is equal to something, B is equal to something. So in case of fundamental, we deal with single data. If you have a single data set, then you can use fundamental data type. For example, int, float, complex. But let's suppose I want to store multiple students. Let's suppose in a classroom, there is a student, 20 student, 50 student. And for each student, I want to store the marks. Okay. So there's one approach what I can create multiple variable. For example, student 1 mark, student 2 marks, student 3 marks, like this. But it is not feasible. I have already discussed this example. So because let's suppose you have 100 marks, 100 students, then you have to create 100 variables to store the 100 data. Let's suppose you have 200 student, then you have to create 200 variables. So fundamental will not fit here. Okay. So fundamental data type fits where in situation where you have single data type, you have to manage the single data type. There it's fit very well. But in case of multiple data set, let's suppose you have one bucket. In one bucket, you want to put multiple balls, more than one balls. So in that case, you have to use derived data type. Okay. So what are the different kind of derived data type? So let's have a look. So first is list and tuple, dictionary, range, set, and bytes array we will not touch upon. Okay, this is not important for data science. So we will mostly touch upon what is list, what is tuple, what is dictionary, what is range, and what is set. Okay, this much we will cover. Okay, so let's start now. Let's start with the list first. Okay. So if I say list, so what do you mean by list? In a very layman term, very simple language, let's suppose I'm assuming you don't know any data structure, you don't know any programming. In a very simple English term, what is list? What do you mean by list?
List is nothing but number of students.
It can be number of student, right? Yes.
It can be number of
It's a
data.
Group of similar data.
Yes.
Yes.
Group of data.
Group of
Yes, you are right. Yeah, so list is a group of data. Yeah, group, yeah, collection of data, group of data, like that. Please go mute. There's a background noise. Okay, let me share now. Yeah, so you are correct. So list is what? List is a group of data. Okay, where I can store multiple data in a same container, in a same bucket. I can store multiple balls, multiple data. So for that we can use list. Okay, so list is a list is a sequence. Okay, you know what is sequence? Sequence is like ordinary number. This is my first number. This is for example, let's assume a lot of people are standing in the queue. Okay, in the market there's a long queue, and in the queue, the beauty of queue is what? It's maintain the order. Who came the first, right? The first person, the second person, then third person, then fourth person, like that, right? So it maintains the sequence. It maintains the order. So list is a kind of that as queue. You can imagine as a queue. A lot of persons are standing in the queue. So it maintains the order. This is my first person. This is my first data. This is my second data. This is my third data, like that. Okay. And how to create a list in Python is very simple. It's very simple. Just use a square bracket. Okay. So this is a symbol you have to use to create a list, square bracket like this. Okay. Let's suppose now I'm creating a list. Okay. LST list. Okay. So just create a variable name. This can be any variable name. LST, A, B, C. This is up to you. Okay. You have to give some variable name according to the identifier rules. And then you create a square bracket. Okay, so this becomes a list. Okay, you just print it, print LST, and and print if you want to I want to get the type of data, then use type function, type of LST. Okay, so it will be a list. It's a list, class is list. Okay, but here I have no content. This is a bucket, empty bucket without any content. If you want to add any content, then just click adding. For example, I want to add 2, then next element, comma 4, comma 5, comma 6. So this is up to you how many elements you want to keep here. This is there is no any such restrictions. You can keep adding. Okay, so here in this list I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 89. If you run this, it will print all the data. You can see it is printing all the data. Okay, so this becomes a container. It's a kind of bucket, and in this bucket I'm storing more than one data set. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So right now I'm storing 7 data set in a same container, in a same bucket, which is called LST, right? So this becomes a list. So how to create a list in Python is very simple. It's very super easy. Just create a square bracket like this, opening and closing, and just keep adding the element, okay, inside the list using the comma separation, okay? So how to separate the element using the comma? So only the comma is allowed. You cannot use other than comma, okay? So this is the way of creating a list. Any doubt here? How to create a list? This is easy, right? Okay, so this is the way of creating a list. Okay, there are some property, there are some characteristic of list. So let's understand what are the different property. So list is a collection of heterogeneous element. What do you mean by heterogeneous? There are two terms, homogeneous and heterogeneous. Heterogeneous means it's a different, it can be different, right? So in the list, you can add different kind of data set. Here, I'm just adding all the integers. You can see everything is integer, right? So in a list, you can add anything. So let's suppose I'm adding a float 5.6. I'm adding a Boolean true. Okay, I'm adding a complex number 20 plus 30. So you can add any kind of number, any kind of data type inside a list. There's no such restriction. Okay, and what remains? String. Let's suppose I'm Python. I'm just adding a string like this. Okay, so in a list you can add any kind of data type. There's no such homogeneous. It can be different kind of data type. So it's a container where you can keep all kind of different data types. Okay, so that's why it is called heterogeneous. So list is a collection of what? Heterogeneous element. You got it? Any doubt here about heterogeneous? This is clear, right? Guys, this is clear, right? Okay. So I can add any kind of data type in the list. Okay. And this is the first property. Second property is list can have duplicate element. I mean, I can repeat the same data. For example, 2. Okay. I can add 2 multiple times. So I can repeat the same data multiple times. 2, 2, 2, 2. There's no such restriction. So same data can be repeated. Repetition is allowed. There's no such problem with list. Okay. So I can have the duplicate data, duplicate element in the list. Okay. And next property is list maintain the order. It is called insertion order. As I told in the beginning, list is a kind of what? Queue. Let's imagine you are standing in the queue. Okay, there are 5 people who are standing in the queue. So what the property of queue is what? It maintains the order. Who is the first person? Who is the second person? Who is the third person? Who is the fourth person? Who is the fifth person, right? So it maintains the order. It is called insertion order. What? Insertion order. So in what order you're inserting, the list maintain that orders. If the person is standing at the first place, then it is called the first. This is the first person, second person, third person. So internally, it's the internal behavior of list. It maintains the order, insertion order internally. Okay. For example, let's suppose this one. If I said 2, okay. So what is the position of 2? Here in first position, what is the position of true? Sixth position. So every element will have some position. Okay. And it meant if I run this, so it will print, see, I added 2 first, okay? And after printing, it is showing in the same order. Order is not distorted, okay? So in order, if you're adding the element in order and if you try to print it, you try to get the data back, it will show the data in the same order, okay? The order in which you added, it will show the data, it will give the data in the same order. It is called insertion order. It is just like a queue. So let's imagine this is the first person, this is second person, this is third person, 4, 5, 6, like so on, okay? So that's why it is called insertion order. So list maintains the insertion order. It has internal order mechanism. It happens, it's internal mechanism. It happens by its own, okay? You don't have to write any code. So it's a property of list. Automatically, it maintains the orders. You don't have to do anything, okay? Any doubt? We are good so far?
Yes.
Okay. Next property is list is a mutable. Okay. What do you mean by mutable? Mutable. Mutable means I can modify, I can change. Okay. For example, let's suppose I created this list initially. Okay. And after that, I want to modify the content, any content inside the list. Let's suppose I want to this Python, I want to make it Java. Okay, this true, I want to make it false. So I have full control as a user, as a programmer. You can modify the content inside the list. This is quite possible. Okay, so that's why it is called mutable. How to modify the content, I will talk about very soon, but not right now. But the concept is you can change the data. Okay, inside the list, if you have some data and after some point of time, if you want to change the content, if you want to change the data, you have the full authority, you have the full power to change the data inside the list. Okay, how to change the data, I will talk about that. So this is a property, that's why it is called list is a mutable data structure, because modification is possible. Okay, so these are a couple of property of list, and as a user, as a programmer, you should be pretty much aware of these all properties. So what are the property? List is a sequence. First of all, it maintains the order. It's a collection of heterogeneous element. I can add different type of data type inside a list. It can have duplicate element inside it. I can repeat the same data multiple times. It maintains the insertion order. Okay, it is just like a queue. It maintains the position of each element. And the list can be changed. List can be modified. It's a modification is possible. So it's a term, it's a technical term, mutable. So list is a mutable data structure. Okay, so these are some property. Any doubt? We are good? Okay. Now in this list, let's suppose I created this list. Okay. So in this list, what operation, I repeat, what operation I can perform, what I can do basically on this list. Okay. So there are a couple of operations you can perform. So these are called indexing, slicing, concatenation, and repetitions. Okay. So these are the 4 operations you can perform on any list. We will see it one by one. Okay, what is indexing, what is slicing, what is concatenation, what is repetition. So these are the 4 operations we can perform on the list. Any doubt? Okay, now let me talk about indexing first. How to perform indexing? Okay, anybody know indexing? What is index? Just in the layman term, in the simple English term, what is index? What do you mean by index?
The list of content.
Index is a list of content. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So in Python term, if I say index, okay, this is the term. Let us understand this concept. What is index? Okay. As I told you that list maintain the insertion order. This is the fundamental concept. Okay. List maintain the order. So each data, whatever you're adding in the list, they have some internal position. Okay. For example, let me simplify this. Let me take simple list. 10. Okay. So how many data it has? It is holding 1, 2, 4 data, 2, 4, 5, 10. Okay. So position. Okay. Now let me talk about this question. I'm asking this question, position. This is the term position, right? So if I say, what is the position of first element? 2. What is the position of 2?
First.
First position. I can say first position, right? What is the position of 4? Second position. What is the position of 5? Third position. And what is the position of 10? Fourth position, right? So it maintains the insertion order. So this is called positioning. Okay, this is my first data, second data, third and fourth. Okay. Okay, so this is called position. So as a human, we are very good with as a human, we start with first. Okay, because we have been taught and we have been operating, our mind works this way. If something is the beginning, then we say it's first. If something is second, we say it's second, because we have been trained to think like in this way, in this approach. Okay, but in programming, it is different. Okay, programming start with 0. As a human, we start with first, second, third, and fourth. Okay, but in programming, we say it's 0th position. There's a logic behind it, why we start with 0. So in programming, if something at the first position, then we will say that it's a 0th index. It is called, in programming, we call it indexing. It is index. Okay, so for the 2, what is the index? 0, right? What is the index of 4? 1. What is the index of 5? 2. So just one, whatever position it is there, just you just do the -1. Okay, so find the index. So index is the just minus, so it becomes a formula. So index is what? Whatever position it has, -1. So this is the index. Any doubt here? So now let me ask, so what is the index of 10?
3.
3.
Yeah.
Index of 10 is 3. Okay, so just -1. Okay, to find the index, whatever position it is there, just do a -1. It will give you index. Okay, so this is called indexing concept. So each data, what you are adding inside the list, they maintain the order, they maintain the position, and we, in the programming term, we call it index. Okay, in technical term, we call it index, and this is the characteristic of index, that it always begins with at 0, not 1. Okay, as a human, we interpret as a first position, second position, but program, it needs it interpret at 0th position. Okay, and this is called indexing. Okay, and it is maintained by list itself. Okay, you don't have to do any program for that. Okay, it's an internal feature of list. It maintains the index internally. Okay, and if you add new element here, so again it will maintain the index for next data. So if you keep because list can grow. Okay, it can grow, it can shrink, it can expand, it can reduce. Let's suppose I can remove the data from here. So automatically, if you add the new data set, index will increase. If you remove the data set from the index, from the list, index will decrease. So it happens automatically. Okay, it's an internal feature of list. It maintains it by its own. You don't have to do any programming or any logic. It's an internal feature of list. Okay, so they maintain the index internally. Any doubt? Any doubt, guys? Anyone has doubt?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, -1, that is position -1. I just want to know.
Yeah, if you want to find index, let's suppose I'm giving some formula. Let's suppose what is the position of 9? Position of 9 is
According
4.
fourth position.
4. So its index will be 3.
Sir, index will be 3.
So that's the formula. Okay. So you just find the position manually. This is the position. The index will be just -1. For example, 5. What is the position of 5? Third. Then its index will be 2. 2. What is the position of 2? First. Its index is 0.
0. Sir.
Got it? So index is always -1 of the position.
Okay.
Okay. So now you are able to find the index, right? You can find the index of any element.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So this is called indexing. Now the second concept. So now I got how to find the index. Okay. Now let's suppose I have this data.
Sir.
Yeah.
This is Sunil Kumar, sir.
Yes.
This position that we have to define, or it automatically decides?
Automatically. It happens automatically. You don't have to do any coding. Okay. It's an internal feature of lists. It happens automatically. But as
Nothing
a
but
as a programmer,
as we
yeah.
type has position, then it automatically shows that first,
No, you
second,
don't have
third,
to.
fourth.
You don't have to do anything. This is only for
Okay.
explanation I'm putting. Okay.
Okay.
You
This
don't
is
have to.
working internally.
Yeah, it
It
happens
is
internally.
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's an internal feature of list. It happens internally.
Okay.
So Python has done this
Okay.
for you. Okay, and you don't have to do
Okay.
anything. Python maintains everything.
If we print index something, it shows the result.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir.
So, but
Okay.
as a program, you have to understand what is the index. If I ask you, hey Sunil, what is the index
Yes.
what is the index of 5 in this list? What is the index of 5?
2, sir.
2. Okay.
That
So
position is 3 minus 1. That is the index.
That calculation is what you have to do. Okay.
Okay.
Manually, you have to do that calculation in your brain. Okay. If the element is there, then what is the index? So you should know the index. Okay. And Python, how the index happens, this is the Python does everything. But as a programmer, as a human, you should know what is the index of my data. Okay.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yes.
Sir, then what is the purpose of having two terms, sir? The index and position. Index itself enough, na? Then why we are having?
It is just a name, man. It is just a name. It is just a different name. Index, position, same thing you can call by multiple names, right? The same entity can be called by multiple names. It is just a nomenclature. That's all. Concept is same. It is just nomenclature. Just how can I explain you? For example, Indian cinema. Okay, somebody call it Bollywood. Somebody call Hindi cinema. Just like that. But entity will remain same, right? It is just a same different names. Okay. Okay, guys. So now I hope you are now able to understand how to use index, right? Okay. Now the second concept. So I hope you know what is index. Now let's suppose, so this is a list. Okay. Let's assume this is a container. This is a bucket. Okay. And this bucket has 4 balls. Let's suppose 2, 4, 5. No, it's a ball. So this bucket is containing 4 balls. Okay. Now from this bucket, I want to pull any ball. Let's suppose I want to pull 5. I want to take 5 from this list. So it's a bucket, and its bucket having 4 data, 4 balls, but I want to pull any ball according to my wish. I want to pull 4, I want to pull 5, I want to pull 9, I want to pull 2. I can pull any data from the bucket. Okay. So how to pull it? How to pull it, or how to get the data from list? So this is the concept. Okay. So how to pull the data, how to get the item from the list. Okay. So for that, you have to use indexing concept. Okay. For example, I want to pull, so which data you want to pull? Anybody can suggest me which data you want to pull from this list? 5. Okay. 5. So let's suppose I want to pull 5. Okay. So if you want to pull any data, then first of all, you should know what is the index of that data. So for the 5, what is the index? 2. 0, 1, 2, 2, right? Awesome. 2. So now this is the syntax. So your list name, okay, illustrative list name, and put a square bracket. What? Square bracket. Okay. And put the index here. For example, I want to pull 5, then the index of 5 is what? 0, 1, 2, 2. 2. Right? So this will give you the data set which are sitting at index 2. So in this syntax, we are just passing the index. So this is the index. Okay. So here I'm passing the index. So what is the data sitting at index 2? 5. So this will give you 5. Okay. You store this data into some variable like this. Okay. And now print X. It will say it is 5. Let me remove all these things. Okay. So it will say it's 5. You got 5. Okay. So using this approach, you can pull any kind of data set from the list. Let's suppose I want to pull 9. So what should I pass here if I want to pull 9?
3.
because the index of 9 is 3. It will give you 9. Okay. Let's suppose I want to pull 2. Then what should I pass here?
0.
0. Okay. Like this. Okay. So this is the indexing. So the first data always start with 0 index. Okay. It's 0, 1, 2, 3. If you add new data, then automatically one more index will increase. So it becomes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. If I put 4 here, it will give you 90. Like this. Okay. So this way you can pull the data from the list, individual data, single data, you can pull it. Any doubt here?
Understood, sir.
Understood, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is called indexing. Now indexing there are two approaches for indexing. One is called positive indexing, another is called negative indexing. Okay, there are two approaches, positive or negative. Okay, so whatever you have learned so far, it is called positive indexing. In positive indexing, your element start with the 0 index. Okay, so for 0, index is 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. This is called positive indexing. Okay, this is called positive indexing. Positive indexing. Okay, so in the positive indexing, we are starting from the 0. We are beginning from the 0 index and we are approaching towards end. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Okay, it is called positive indexing. Same thing. Let's suppose if you start from 0, then you are beginning from beginning, right? You are starting from here. Okay, I can start from the last as well. So here we have two directions. Either I can start from here, from this direction, from 2, 4, 5, 9. From this direction I can go, or I can start from 90 in the reverse direction, and I can go in this direction, right? There are two approaches. So if you're starting from 90, from the last element, last data, then you have to use negative indexing. Okay. So if you start from the beginning, let's suppose 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you are increasing, you are moving in the increasing order, right? Your indexing is moving in the increasing order. First, you're starting from 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, like this, right? It's the increasing order of the index. Then it is called positive indexing. Now I want to move in the reverse direction. I mean, I want to start from the last data. I mean 90, then 9, then 5, then 4, then 2, in this direction. Okay. So this is also possible. So in that case, in the reverse direction, what happens? This is a rule, okay? The index of last data, okay, is always what? The index
Negative.
of is always -1. Okay. This is the rule. Okay. If you're moving in the positive direction, then the index of first data is 0. Okay, in the positive direction. If you're moving in the reverse direction, then the index of last data is assumed -1. Okay, so this is -1, this is -2, then it is in decreasing order, -1, then -2, then -3, then -4, like this. So 90 is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So it's a decreasing order. Okay, so this is called negative indexing. Got it? Now let's suppose here if I put -1, then what it will print? So -1 index is what? For which data -1 index is there? For 90, right?
Yes.
If I say -9, -1, it means I'm using negative indexing. Okay, so you have two options. Either you can use positive indexing, for example, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, then you will moving in this direction. Okay, let's suppose you use -1 or -2, then it means you are moving in the reverse direction. Okay, so in that case, in the negative indexing case, you have to assume that I'm moving in the reverse direction. So I'm starting from the -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Okay, so if I say -1, it means I'm at the last data. So it will print 90. Okay. So this 90 can be approached by two ways, either positive indexing. If I use positive indexing, then what will be the index for 90? 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. If you're using positive indexing. Okay. But if you're using negative indexing, then what is the index for 90? -1. Right? Let me use one more variable. So this is a different approach. Same data set will remain same, but your approach is different. X, Y. Okay. Now let me print X, Y. So it will show the same data, but my approach is different. Indexing is different. 90, 90. Right? Both is data same. Let's suppose now 5. I want to approach 5 in the reverse direction. So what can be the index of 5?
-3.
-3. If I put -3, I will get 5. Let's
Sir.
suppose in the positive direction. So what can be the index of 5?
2.
0, 1, 2, 2.
Yes, sir.
See, so it will give the same data set 5, but it both is coming 5, but its index is different. In the positive case, index is 2. In the negative case, index is -3. Okay. This part is clear for everyone.
Yes, sir.
So this depends. You can use both. Okay. You can use positive indexing. You can use negative indexing. So you have given two options. Depending upon the situation, you can use both. Okay. Okay. I hope this part is clear, right, for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this concept is called what? Indexing. What? Indexing. So with the help of indexing, you can pull any data set from the list. But for that, you should know what is the index of that data set. It can be either positive indexing or it can be negative indexing. That depends. Okay. Now let me make some complicate. So as you know that list is a heterogeneous data type. I mean, I can add any kind of data. I can add true, false. I can do anything, right? Let's suppose a list. I'm adding another list. So a list is containing another list. This is called nested list. For example, 200, 300, 500. Okay. So now see, let me minimize this. Let me simplify this. Okay. So you can see here 2. Okay. So 2 data is single data, right? It's a integer, right? The 2 is integer, and let's suppose 4.5. Okay. So 4.5 is a what? Float data.
Float. Yes.
Float. But this data, this element, it is called element or data. So this data is what? It's a list. Okay. This entire data, this whole data is what? A list. So a list can contain another list internally. It is called nested list. Okay. What we call it? Nested list. Is there a background noise from my side?
No, sir.
Okay. So this is called nested list. Okay. You got it? So it is possible because list is a heterogeneous. I can keep anything. I can add anything inside a list. This is up to me. Okay. So now in this case, now let's suppose I want to pull up now. I want to pull 500 from this list. I want to pull 500. How to pull 500? Okay. So I'm okay. Let me explain that. How anybody want to try this? You want to try your logic? How to pull 500?
By using indexing only, sir.
Yeah, using indexing. Yes.
For in the list contain the another list which we have.
Mm-hmm.
For that also we need to go with positive indexing or negative indexing, sir.
You can use both. Either positive. Let's suppose let's use positive.
So for the position of 200, right?
Yeah, I want to pull 500.
500 means 2, sir. Positive index is 2.
Okay, so what should I have to use here?
2.
Let's suppose I'm using only X. Okay, let's make 2.
Sir.
Okay. So if I use 2 here, 0, 1, 2. So let us see what is giving you. It is giving you another list. It is not giving you 500. I want only 500.
Ah, sir.
Okay. So how to get 500?
That means
Okay.
0, 1.
Yeah, try this. Yeah. You are very close, by the way. Just think about it. Okay, let me explain that.
Ah, sir.
So at 2, what you got? You got another list, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And now the 500 are sitting inside that list, right? My intention is about to grab 500, but this 500 is hidden inside this list, right? I'm getting a list, right? You can see at LST2, if you do LST2, you're getting a list, right? Now
Yes,
I need to go inside this list. Okay, so now this is because this is a list, then what is the index of 500 in this list, inner list? 0, 1, 2,
2.
right? So again use again 2. So you have to use 2 times. The first time will give you a list. Okay, now you have, because I want to pull the individual data, now I have to again do indexing on this list because I'm getting a list, right? So again I will do indexing 2, it will give me 500. You got this concept? Anyone, any doubt here?
Here, Sunil sir, this
Yes,
is
Sunesh. Yes,
how here
Using-
previous it is given that is answer is given 200, 200, 300 and 500. How it is happens, sir?
Okay.
Because here to originally it is 2 is the 5. Yes, yes, yes.
See at
Here the
2
is the
yeah,
okay.
at this location, at this index, if I say LST2, okay, so
Okay.
at this index, what are you getting? Just
Yes.
ask this question to yourself. What I'm getting
Okay.
here? What are you getting?
We
A
are
list?
getting 200, 300 list contain 5,
Yeah,
200, 300, 500.
you are
Yes.
getting a list, right?
Yes.
At this index, you're getting a list, right? But my
Yes.
intention is what? I want to get the 500.
Yes. Yes.
I want to grab,
Yes.
I want to pull this data. So this
Yes,
500 is sitting inside a list.
Yes.
This is inside a list, right? 500 is sitting
Okay.
inside the list.
Okay.
So
Okay.
again, I need to do indexing concept because this 500 is, because it's a
Inside
list,
the
right?
yes.
It's a list, right? It's a list.
Yes.
So
Yes.
how to pull the data from the list using indexing?
Okay.
Okay. So what is the index of 500 now in this list?
0, 1, 2.
2, 0, 1, 2.
0, 1, 2.
2, right? So again, use 2
Yes.
here.
Okay.
That's all. It will give you 500.
Sorry, sir. I asked her that previous it is list 2. We got the whole 200, 300, 500.
Yes. If you use
Yes.
LST2,
So,
it will give you
yes,
whole thing.
what is happened here?
Yeah, it
We
is
are getting the
entire
okay.
thing. You are getting entire piece of information.
Because
It's a complete list, right?
here the list of 2 is the that 2, that is nothing but the 5. Yes, sir. 2 for original guy, if we are taking the 2, 4, 5, we get the index 2, that is the 5. But we get that the complete 200, 300,
complete
500.
Yes. It will
Yes,
give
sir.
you, it will come with
Yeah, yes, sir. Why it is
data.
why it is happens?
It is happening because this is my data, right? This is my data.
Yes, 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 sir.
See, the index of 2 is what? 0?
No, sir. Sir, excuse me. What?
Yes.
Sir, he's thinking that 5 is a different number. It's not a 5,
No,
sir. It's a
no,
4.5.
no. It's not a, see, this is a complete list. Okay.
Okay, yes, sir.
So see, 2 is okay. Let me explain this.
Yes, sir. He's thinking
Yes,
that
2, 3, 4,
okay.
2, 4, 5.
Let me explain.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
one second. Let's suppose there are 3 persons. Okay, there are 3 persons standing in the queue. Okay, the first person is who? 2.
Yes.
Who is the second person?
4.5.
And who is the third person?
This list.
This whole is the third person, not only 200.
Okay.
This whole thing is a third person. This whole thing is third person.
Okay, sir. Okay,
I
sir.
think you're getting confused. I think you're thinking it's a 200, 300 is a separate. No, it's a
One
single
sir.
entity.
Sir, I confused that it is a 4 and 5. Instead of it is a 4.5.
It's a 4.5. It's a 4.5. It's a fraction.
Okay, I think that it is 4,5.
No. It's a dot there.
If possible, increase
you
the
can-
size of the
can use 4
sharing
also.
screens.
You can use 4 as well.
Okay.
Okay. So this is my
If
first
possible,
person.
increase your screen size, sir.
The screen.
Ah,
Okay. Font size. Zoom.
screen size. That is.
Now it's
we
better.
are getting very. Yes. It is very good, sir.
It's better now.
Yes, better, sir.
See here, this is my first person. Okay. 4 is my second person. And who is the third person? This complete, this whole thing, third
200,
person.
305. Yes.
This is my third person. Now, because
Okay,
this
now I get
third
the
person is
example.
another list, so again I have to go inside it. Again, I have to index it. Okay. So for third,
Okay.
012, I need to again 012, I have to use 2.
Okay, sir.
This is called nested. If you're getting a nested list, then you have to use multiple times like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir,
Got yes.
Sir?
Yeah.
sir, if you want to know the position of 300, that is also belongs to the second position.
Section,
right?
yes, yeah, it is belong to second.
2-1.
So 0, 1,
the 2,
1. It will be 1.
Yes.
1, 2, 1.
We get the 300.
300.
Yes. Okay, now I understand, sir.
Understand, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm giving one list. Just try to use it, okay? Okay, so let me share the list in your chat box. And try to pull, I will say the data, what data I want to pull, okay? So please open your Google Colab notebook, okay? Keep ready with Google Colab notebook. Okay, I need to add Python. Okay, okay. In chat box, I have shared one list. Okay, from this list, I want to pull Python. Get me Python from this list. Okay, done. Okay. 4.1. Can you share your screen? I want to see the output. One second, let me share, allow to share. Yeah. Can you please share your screen, Sunil? I want to see the complete code. Okay, let me stop my sharing. Okay, you can share the screen. Yeah, anyone done? No, I want to see your screen. 4.0, okay.
4.1, sir.
Bala, can you please share your screen? I want to see your code, complete code. Anyone, Ganesh, Sunil? I have
So
done.
my mobile is my laptop is switched off, sir. Turn off my laptop.
So who is joined from laptop? Bala, you have joined from laptop. Sunil? Sunil, you have joined from laptop or mobile? Okay, Sunil is joining. Okay. Don't use here, okay? This is your notes. Open a new file. Don't try here. Just click file and click new notebook, okay? So don't touch this file, okay? This is for reference. Otherwise you will pollute this. So whenever I share any exercise, just create a new notebook for your exercise purpose. Yeah, now you could just type here, okay. Okay, I want the complete code. Yeah, first time it will take time, it's connecting. Just wait. Oh, your code is not complete. Complete it. I want to see the data. It should see me. It should give me Python. No. That will not be. Why are you commenting out? You can't use. Don't use comment. Otherwise, it will not find LST.
Sir, is it 50?
No, just try. No, I want to see the data. Just you try. Just try print. No, so print. Yes, x is equal to something. Yes. Now write another statement. Print x. I want to see the data. Yes, print x. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So where is the problem? It is seeing error. What is your variable name? LST, right? But you type list. So this is the mistake happened. Yeah, you got the Python now. Yes. Okay. So this will be LST40. I hope everybody got this, right? Everyone got this? Okay. Okay. Now do one thing. The 40, okay, after Python, okay, there's a 40, right? After 40, put a comma in the list. After 40, put a comma. Okay, and create another list. Square bracket. Now add data like suppose Java, comma, PHP. Single quote PHP. Okay. Now I want to pull Java. I want Java now.
Five zero. Five zero. Is it 50, sir?
You have to try. Just give a try. index. Yes, you got it. Can you explain me? Can you explain everyone, Sunil? How did you try 420? What are you thinking approach?
The position of 2 is 0.
Hmm.
Is it correct, sir?
No, I'm saying, can you explain me this approach, 420? How did you use 420? Can you explain everyone? This solution, I want to just explain this solution. Why did you use 4, LST 4, then LST 2, then 0? Can you explain this? I hope everyone got this. Why I'm using 420, LST 4, then 2, then 0? Any doubt here in your mind? This is clear. Ganesh, Bala, Shashwat.
Sir, 2 is in first position.
Hmm.
Am I right, sir? 2 is in first position. That is, we call it as 0.
Hmm.
So 4 is in second position. That is 1.
Hmm.
And this whole list is in this 49 is in third position.
See, at the LST4, okay? If I say LST4, so at 4 index, what are you getting? You're getting Python, this entire whole thing at 4 index, okay? Now I want to pull Java, okay? So this Java are sitting another in list, okay? So for that list, what is the index? 0, 1, 2. So again, he is using 2. So 4, 2 will give you what? Java PHP list. And now I want to pull Java. So Java, what is the index of Java here? 0. That's why it's 420 it will be Java.
Sir, please 1 second, sir.
Okay. See, okay. Let's suppose there is a multiple houses. Okay. There is one house. Inside that house, there is another house. The house within house within house. Okay. Imaging like that. Okay. It's a cave. It's a cave, outer cave. If you enter the cave, you find another cave, inner cave. If you go inside the inner cave, you find another inner cave. Okay, it's a cave, right? So now I want to pull Java. Okay, this Java. So this Java, now you have to figure out this Java is sitting at what index, where it is sitting. This Java is where it is located. It is located in this outer list, which is having Python 40 and another list, right? Sunil, can you do one thing? Just can you just share this code to me in chat box? Can you just copy this code and share in the chat box? Then I will explain everyone. It's very simple, my friend. It's just inner. You have to go inside the cave. Okay, let me explain that. Let me share the screen.
Sir, I exit from the.
Yeah, you stop your sharing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I hope you can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I'm saying here, I need to pull Java, right? I want to pull this data, right? This data. So this data is sitting where? You have to first figure out. So this Java data is sitting inside this list, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
If you want to pull Java, then first you have to go in this cave. Let's suppose it's a cave.
Yes.
Okay. So for this entire K, what is the index? 0, 1, 2,
1, 2.
4?
Yes.
4. So that's
4.
why he's using 4. So at 4, I will enter into this cave. Right?
Yes.
Clear, everyone?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now in this cave, I need to pull Java. Okay. So in this cave, because it's a list. Okay. So in this cave, I need to, my Java is here, right? I need to come here. Okay. But this Java is again sitting inside another cave, right? So for this cave, what is the index? 0, 1, 2,
Yes.
2. So again, I need to use 2 here. Okay. So at 2, I have 0, 1, 2. At 2, what I will get? I will get a list. This list, right? Okay. And now Java is within this list. And what is the index of Java in this list? 0. That's why he's using 0. I hope you got it right, right?
Yes, yes.
So it depends how many nesting are there. Okay. So you just imagine it's a cave inside a cave inside a cave. You have to go inside the cave and cave and cave, unless until you don't figure out your object. Okay. So this is a good brainstorming. Okay. Now Sunil, yeah. Okay.
Sir.
Sir. One nested is nothing but one position, right, sir?
Yeah, this is complete position. This is one position.
Okay, sir.
Let's imagine it's a mountain. Okay. This is a Sanjeevani mountain. Okay. In this Sanjeevani, there are a lot of jari buti. Okay. So Hanumanji, so Hanumanji just grabbing entire mountain.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Like this. Okay. Now we are using a positive indexing here, right? Your approach is positive indexing. Can you same thing? Can you use with the negative indexing? I want to pull Java, but I want to use different approach. I want to use negative indexing approach. Can you try this? With a negative indexing approach. So guys, if you really want to get the full advantage of my class, then you have to join with laptop and with Google Colab Notebook. So my class is not only theory, it's full of practical. Okay. So use negative indexing now. The result should be same. I want to pull Java, but I want to use different approach, negative approach. And if you're done, Sunil, then you can share the screen for everyone. I think nobody has joined from laptop.
Next is pettamma.
So Bala, you have laptop, right, Bala?
Yes, sir. But I'm having some problem.
Okay.
I'm working on it, sir.
Okay, so please fix it as soon as possible.
Yes.
Yes, Aswat, I'm coming to you. Just hold on.
In negative index, we have to start from the right side, sir. -1, -2.
-1, -2, -3, like that. Yes.
From our right side, sir. Right to left, sir.
Left, right to left. Yes, you're right.
Right to left.
Yes, decreasing order. -1, -2, -3. So Sunil, can you share the screen for everyone?
One second. Sir.
फोन करते कर रहे हो
-1.
Sir, can I share my screen now?
Bala, you, right?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Sunil, you can stop your sharing. I think you've done, man. No. Okay.
-1.
You're almost done.
Maybe this is a -2. Oh, yes.
No. Yeah, can you stop your sharing, Sunil? Let the Bala share.
Okay, sir.
Meantime, you complete it.
Okay. I will. Okay, sir. Exited from this screen sharing.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Bala, can
Okay.
you want to share? Okay.
Yeah, is it visible, sir?
-1, -2. Yeah, correct. Yes.
-1, -1, -2, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you
Okay,
explain,
okay.
Bala? Can you explain to everyone?
For negative indexing, the first list is, you can see here. In this first list, we have another nested list, that is this one -1. In this -1, two data are there. This one is -1 and this one is -2. So for this bracket, it is -1, and the next nested list, another -1. For Java, it's another -2.
Yeah, I hope everyone got this. Yeah, you're correct.
Okay.
Shashwat, you got this? I think it should be easy for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can stop your sharing. I hope everyone got this, right? Ganesh, Sunil.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this was an example of indexing. I hope you're not able to figure out. Let me now jump to second topic. Okay. Okay. Second. Okay. So we saw indexing concept, how to use positive indexing and negative indexing. Okay. Second concept is called slicing. Okay. So how slicing works? Let me make it simple. Let's suppose I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So if I use indexing, for example, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I use 4 or 3, it will give me what? Single data, right? At 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 6. So if you use indexing, then it will give you single data. Okay. But here I want to, okay. What do you mean by slicing? In a simple English term, what do you mean by slicing? Anyone? What do you mean slicing?
Large data is some of the quantity is eliminated and not eliminated. Just forgot that and only taking the someone which is needed.
Yeah, slicing means some portion, some part. Okay.
Some part.
So if I use indexing, then it will give you single data. Let's suppose I want this portion. I want 4, 5, 6. I want a portion. Okay. So if you want to get a portion out of the list, then you have to use the concept of slicing. Okay. So I want, this is my output. This is my desired output. What? I want another list having 4, 5, 6. This is my output. I want this output. So from this list, I want to get another list having this element, which is a portion of this my list. Okay. So if you want to achieve this result, then you have to use the concept of slicing. It is called slicing concept. Okay. So I'm just slicing out my list. Okay. To get another list. So how do you slicing concept? Again, this is the concept. Again, you have to use your variable name LST and square bracket. Okay. Okay. Now here, what you have to do, see, I want this portion, right? I want 4, 5, 6, right? So for this portion, you have to figure out what is my starting point and what is my ending point. Okay. So where from you're starting? You're starting from 4, right? I want 4, 5, 6. So I want to begin at 4 position, right? At the 4. So for the 4, what is the index? 0, 1, right? 1, right? I want to start at 4. I want to start at 4. So what is the index of 4? 1.
1.
So put here 1. So this is your starting index. Okay. And then put colon. Okay. Now where you want to go? I want to go at 6. Right. So for the 6, what is the index?
3.
0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. 3. Then put 3. Okay. And then again column. Right. Now for this slice 4, 5, 6, what is the gap? What is the difference between two consecutive data? I mean 4 and 5, 5 and what is the gap between two consecutive data? 1. So here you have to put the gap, or it is called a stepping. Okay. So between 4 to 5, 6, I want my I want consecutive data, right? I want next data. So the gap between these two data is 1. Okay. So the first part is called the starting point, where from you want to get your chunk, your slice. And the middle part is called a stopping point, where you want to stop. Okay. And the third one is called a stepping point. I mean, how much is the gap between your element, between your data. Okay. So there are 3 parts here: starting, stopping, and a stepping. Okay. Let me put here. It is called a start point, colon, stop point, colon, step point. Okay. So you have to pass these 3 information inside the square bracket. Any doubt here? Okay. Any doubt here? This is clear?
No, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
If you run this, there is still a problem. I'm not getting 6. I'm getting only 4, 5. Okay. So this is the concept of a stopping point. What a stop is always exclusive. Stop is always exclusive. I mean, whatever you take a stop, okay, it will take just 1 point less. Let's suppose if I put 3, it will go till 2. I mean 1 to 2. So what is the index of 2? 0, 1 to 5. So it will print 5. Okay. So a stopping point is always -1. It is exclusive. So it does not include the stop point. Are you getting this? So if you put 3, you will get 2. If you put 5, you will get till 4. 1 point less, 1 lesser. So if I want to include 6, so index of 6 is 3, then I need to go till 4. If you put 4, then you will go to 3. So it will take from 1 to 3. Then you will get 6. You got it? So stop is always exclusive. You have to take 1 more. Guys, this is clear?
So once again, sir.
Okay, so you have to pass 3 data here. In the slicing part, you have to put 3 data. For the starting is very simple, right? Where from you want to start? I think confusion here is a stopping point, right? So let's suppose I want to go till 6. I want to include 6. So what is the index of 6? 0, 1, 2, 3. 3. So whatever index is there, you have to take one extra in the stopping point.
Oh,
1 extra. Let's suppose I want to go till 7. So what is the index of 7?
0, 1.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I need to go 5 here. So
5.
1 extra you have to take in the step. Because why extra? Because stop is exclusive. Okay, whatever you take, it will exclude 1. So make sure that you're stopping, always take 1 extra. Okay. This is called slicing. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir. We have to add 1 extra number, no, sir?
Yes, 1 extra number. Okay.
Oh, sir.
Now let's do some practice. I'm just giving some this list to you in chat box. And my intention is what? I want to get this 7. I want this output. Okay. I want this output. I'm sharing in the chat box. So I want this output from this list. Can you get me the output?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I shared in the chat box. If somebody want to share the screen, you can share.
Sir?
Yeah, done.
Yeah, in that list, from where it has to be start, sir? Which one you want?
I had said I want from 7.
789.
I want
600,
789 630.
30. Oh, okay, okay.
7 to 30.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, guys, done. Can anyone share? Sunil, Bala, anyone? If you're not completed, no problem. I just want to see the.
So just try that, but one wrong is there. I will share that.
No problem. You can share whatever you have done.
Just I am sharing, sir. That
4, 8, 4. 4. Why are you taking 4 step? It's a
0, 1, 2, 7 is nothing but which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, stepping. Why are you taking step 4? Last one. 4, 8, 4. It should be one step, right? I want a continuous data. So stepping should be 1. Gap is 1.
He started that from 4 to 7, but we take 8, but it is. I will try, sir.
I gap 1. Just put 1, not 3. 1.
1, sir. Okay.
Yeah. This is the difference between two data set.
Okay.
Now you got it. If you let's suppose if you put 2, then what will happen? It will start from 7, okay, and after 7 it will jump to 600. So it will take 2 gap. Just try that. Just put 2 here. 4, 8, 2. Just try 2.
Okay.
It is a stepping. It's a gap.
Okay.
It's a gap between two data set. Just try this. Run the, no 2. No. Just try it. Okay. You create another cell.
I will take, yes, sir. That is to be.
Now. Okay. Just try 2 now. And see what is the difference. Yes. See?
Yes.
So it started from 7, it will jump to 600. So it is taking 2 gap.
One more time, sir. Just one explain, sir. Here from starting from index 4 to it is reaches to 600, sir. Okay.
No. See what happened. See, your range is 4 to 8, right?
Yes.
So 4 to 8, it will take from 7 to 30. Okay. But you're taking 2 gap. So from 7 to 30, it will start from 7. Then it will jump to 600. Then after 600, there's no second, right? So it is taking 2 gap.
I can understand, sir.
You're not able to understand. Okay.
Yes.
See,
sir, please explain this, sir.
Okay. The last one is called the gap. Okay. It is called the step or gap. How much the gap between two data point? Okay. See, if you're taking the range from 4 to 8, okay. So 4 to 8, it will produce what? 7, 89, 630.
Yes.
This is the range, okay. But because you have taken 2 gap, right?
Yes.
So now there's a 2 gap between two data set. Okay. So your first data is what? 7.
Starting.
Right? Starting
yes. Starting
after
7.
7, what will be the next data? I need to
Sure.
maintain two gap. 600.
789, that it is 60.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
after
We have to
after
include that 7 also, sir.
yeah, it will start from 7. Yeah, it will
Yes,
start
sir.
from
Yes, yes,
7.
yes.
But after 7, what is the next data point? If I have taken two gap,
Gaping two gap, it is 7 is a gap, and also the 89 gap, we get reach to the 600. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
so after 7, it will start from 7 and it will go to
7.
600.
Yes.
So it will skip the 89
Okay.
because your gap is 2 now, right? You are jumping. Just suppose you're jumping. Let's suppose you started from 7.
Yes.
Okay.
7.
You are starting from 7. Okay. Now
7.
after this, you are jumping to 600 because
Okay.
you are maintaining a 2 gap, right? Gap
Okay.
is,
We have to maintain the one gap only, then only we can get the 89.
yes. If you maintain one gap, then from 7 it will jump to 89. Then from 89 to 600. So it will just maintain one gap. If you take gap 2, then it will from 7 it will jump to 600.
Okay.
Okay. And after 600, because there's no element to jump it, right? Because your last is 30, right? Your range is till 30, right? So after 600, there's no data point to jump. So it will only have 7 and 600.
Okay, sir. Now I got the point, sir.
Let's suppose
Jumping is coming, starting from the index 4.
Yes.
Then we have to jumping one by one.
One by one.
This is 0. Then other one is the 1. Other one is the 3. So is I have the gap in the 1. So we have to got the 7, 89, 630. Okay,
now,
sir.
in this case, it will jump one point. It will start from 7.
Okay.
It will go to 89.
Okay.
It will go to 600. It will go to 30. So you
The
will get
stop
continuous data.
The
Okay.
step is okay. I got the point.
Step
sir.
is the gapping. How much it will, let's suppose
How
you
many
put
steps
3.
are? Yes,
Yes.
yes. How many
Now-
steps we have to forward?
Yes. Let's suppose you put 3.
Yes. Then it is jumps to the 6.
7. It will start from
600.
7.
It get only 600. 7 and 600.
No, it will start from 7. No. Just put 3 there.
1,
4, 8, 3.
1,
Just put
2.
Instead of 1, put 3.
3. We get only 730. Okay, I will write that, sir.
No, just put
By
3.
using
Just
yes,
put 3
yes,
there.
yes.
Just put 3 there. No, just keep there. No, just put 3 there. Instead of 1, just do 3. Okay. You want to try this? Just put 3. So in this case, what can be the result? Just first you think about. It will start from 7.
7.
Then
So
it
the
will jump
first,
to 3rd.
89. 3 points, sir. Is 1, 2, 3. We got the 600.
600. How 600 will come? No. It will go to 3rd point now. After 7, it will go to see the 30.
1, 2, 3. Okay. We go to the 0.630.
30. Right.
30. Yes.
So it will have only 7 and
7.
30.
Only 700.
7,
Yes,
7
yes.
and 30. Okay. Now, can you see the difference? How it is happening? If I'm taking 1 gap, I'm taking 2 gap, I'm taking 3 gap, then how the data is getting different?
Here, sir, 7 is the. We are
7 will be
starting from
always
7.
there. It will always
Yes,
start from
yes.
7. It is
Yes. So
it is-
here
it
I
is-
have to, we go to the three steps.
Yes.
Okay. So 7 to 89 is one step.
1 step.
89 to 600. Step
2 step.
2. After that, third step, 600 to 30.
30.
Okay. We got the 730.
Yes. Now let's if I put 4 at 4. Let's
Okay.
suppose your step is 4. Then what can be the output? Just make it 4. Now think about before running. Just think about
I think
4 gap.
I have to change the 8 to 9.
That remained. Just leave it. Now think you run it. It will only 7.
Only 7.
How it is only 7?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Because there's no because after 7, how much it had to jump? 4, right?
4 steps.
So
Yes.
1, 2, 3. There's no 4th element, right? Because your range is from 7 to 30, right? You
Yes.
have taken from 7 to 30, right?
Only.
So now
Yes,
there is
yes,
no
yes.
4th element to jump. So it will only include 7.
Okay. Okay, we are restricted up to only 8th position only. So
Yes.
there is a 9th position is 90 is there, but it is not in the our range.
Range,
That
right.
only cut off to
Yeah.
the 30. So
Yes, right.
how many jumps only you have to?
Yes.
There must be below 80. There must be 8.
Yes.
8th position number or something.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
I got it.
So the first one, the first and second is the range. Okay, it will
Yes.
create the data in that range, and within
Yes.
that range, how much you want to jump. That is the third one, stepping. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So within that range, it will jump to that point. If you take one, then everything will be continuous because it's a one
sir.
jump. If it is two, then it's a two jump, two gap. If it is
jump.
three gap, four, like that. But your range will be limited. Okay, within that range, it will jump.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
I will do one thing, sir. Here.
Yeah, just type 9. So now 4 to 9, what will be the range now? How much data set it will
From starting 7 to 90,
90.
to jump
Okay.
to 4.
4.
So I get, I think we get
7
and 90.
90. Yeah, you are correct.
Yes.
Yes, you got it. Okay. Okay, I hope everyone clear. This is clear
Yes,
for
sir.
everyone. Okay, so you learn how to use slicing and how to use indexing. Two important concepts.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So I will
Index
give some
and slicing.
yeah,
Okay,
indexing, how to pull the data from the list, whether it's a nested list, you can pull the data, and how to create the slicing.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I will give some exercises in the group based on the indexing and slicing. Okay.
Okay.
So try to explain, try to solve that problem.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So I think I have already shared the class 2 file, right? You have
Yes,
the
yes.
file. Okay.
Yes. Second file is shared.
Second
sir.
file is there. Okay.
It is just previous. I do that in second file.
Okay, so we cover two important concepts: indexing and slicing. Okay, concatenation and repetition, and we will cover in the next class. Okay, so I will give some exercises on the indexing and slicing, whatever we learned today. Fine.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir.
Okay, so meantime, just do some exercises. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And next class we will start concatenation, repetition. So next class will be on Saturday, right? Saturday,
yes. Saturday evening, 8 p.m.
So Saturday, what time you want to run? 8 p.m. is okay for everyone?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
I will be ready from 8 onwards.
Okay, take it.
Okay.
So let's connect on Saturday 8. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys.
That problems, sir, practice we will share in group, sir.
Yeah, I will share in the group. Yeah. Problem
Okay,
I will
sir.
share in the group. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Good night. Take care.
Nice.
I will see you Saturday. Okay. Bye.